Hi, my name is Brittany Chapman. I am in Group 5. We were the group that went to the Habitat for Humanity Restore. So, firstly, I'd like to talk about my experience working in this group. It was something that was different than what I have previously experienced in high school. We really didn't have the responsibility of doing something outside of class and getting things done outside of class, but this was a great experience for me, and I learned a lot based off of it, and we all had to we were all accountable and had to bring ourselves to the table in whatever way we could. So, firstly, to talk about team leadership. Team leadership is basically where everybody has their own, are independently working to accomplish a task or a goal. And inside of this is shared leadership, where each person takes on leadership behaviors in order to maximize our effectiveness as a group. Where this is seen is with our service sites, where one person would call the store to figure out if we can bring as many people as we had in, or another person would figure out transportation. Another person would figure out what exactly we're going to be doing for the service site. This is where team leadership is seen, where each person has a certain task in order to ultimately bring about a greater task. I saw this not so well in our group, but more inside our service site. So I went to my service site alone. I went to the Restore alone because of some work issues, and I just could not go with the rest of the group. Where I saw this was in the Restore, how there were not very many people working, but each person had their own specific job. One person was working with the home place, one person was bringing in things that the volunteers had given, bringing them in, sorting them, making sure that they were good to be used, making sure that they could be used, and some people were putting prices on things. Each person had their own thing that they were doing, which ultimately made the Restore work effectively. So I saw that greatly there. They were constantly communicating, respecting one another, helping another. That is where I was able to see true team leadership being used. So another theory that I saw was the situational approach. I saw this in an amazing way. The manager, this is the way that she operated everything. I came in, she took me to the back, gave me a whole bunch of gloves, and was like, go put these gloves up there on the wall. And so I went up there and I did that. I had no idea where she was after that. So I went back to the back, grabbed my own boxes, and just started stocking everything. Whenever she found me doing that, she was like, wow, great job. I didn't even need to direct you. After that, I didn't see her the rest of the time, unless I had a question and I had to go find her. So before she knew that I had high competence, she was high directive, low supportive. She was just telling me what to do, and then she left. But after she saw what I was able to accomplish without her directing me, she went straight into a low supportive, low directive, where she wasn't really telling me anything that I needed to do, and she just let me do whatever I was doing, because she saw what her follower was able to do, which is what the situational approach is. It is when a leader adapts to their environment based on the situation, the environment, or the followers, based on what the followers are able to do. And that is exactly what this leader did. So, as a whole in our group, it was different than what I saw at the Restore. It was definitely different than what I saw at the Restore. We did have our strengths, but we had a lot of weaknesses. Some strengths that we had were that we were very diverse. We had a lot of different things coming to the table. We had decent relationships, and we had a clear leader in the group. That was great. No, we didn't have everybody slacking. It was just a few people. We had a clear leader. But some weaknesses were that we had no unified commitment. Some people wanted to get A's. Some people didn't care. Some people were ready to drop out. It was everywhere. And sometimes it was hard inside the group to speak because the group was so big. So I would be speaking, and then only 3 people would hear me. But then there were 5 other people. So and so it was hard to get everything across the board to everyone, every idea to everyone. And also it was just difficult and as a whole to work as the group that we were in. What I learned though about this was that leadership it's a flexible thing. You have to be very flexible in what you do with who you're working with. You cannot treat everybody equally, and you cannot treat everybody the same. But everybody can be a leader. And what I learned about myself is that I might actually be a very effective leader. What needs to happen is I just need to have the confidence and the boldness to step forward and to take charge of things. So thank you for the opportunity to do this, and thank you, for giving us the group that we had. Thank you.